Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured. Mystra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. I can feel it. Ever since we set foot in this strange, corrupted land. The closer we get, the heavier my own heart becomes. Stay with me a while, will you? Day will come all too soon, even in this place. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me, but it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mystra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
Let's get going.
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company. I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend. I'm glad to hear it. And I intend to prove myself worthy of the sentiment. The very same. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Quite so. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again. Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side. You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly. Good hunting.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
What are you... No. We are not jumping down there.
This is an illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this, sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest. They think we're one of them. This is your end.
Well, so much for peace. Time to press ahead. The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here. Might be useful.
We must be ready to confront the Elder Brain. One presides over every Gate colony.
No problem. And what does this
So much
Elder Brain
blood.
look like?
The Olympians take what's useful and discard the rest.
Sprouted with
An offering
lethal
from
tentacles
Moonrise
and
Towers.
oozing cerebrospinal fluid.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective.
A Gate thrall. The only way to save it is to kill it.
You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you. Blind as well-worn boots, his mind turns to his work. Chop, cut, sort, shiver of impact, crack of bone. He removes the brains, digs free the squirming tadpoles, the unworthy ones given over to the illithids, to become.
Part of one dancing to same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
Master. No. Down deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3. Yes. Yes. Please. He loves meat. He sings chop, chop, chop.
Oh, action, not reaction. Let us have words. Onward.
You sought to fight, and now
Living meat. Not for long. Time for chop. At last. No more chop. Chop. Chop.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's play.
Can't afford to let up.
Moving in. Let's see what this does.
Make way.
Another day, another fight.
Victory awaits.
Never a dull moment.
I am fury. I am death.
On the move. Still on my feet. What path lies before me?
Let's have some fun.
Time to strike.
His boots have seen everything.
But that'll fit in my pack.
Prepare the march, my chosen caterpillar. Discern, faithful. We depart.
Here we go.
The moment comes. The absolute knows. Not design, but death.
Ignorance breeds madness.
Is this joy I feel? It's terrible and incredible.
Proceeding. I will take my pick.
Worth examining.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Down. Down.
Master, welcome. Welcome back, Master.
Time to see what's back there. Might be useful.
Hurry now. The city calls out for some our destiny, design, downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The grand design, order, perfection, unity. Every plane as one. Every being in their
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
taken, corrupted, gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone, leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. It is every Githyanki's duty to ensure the Geich Empire is never reborn.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Your and just as
many true souls have passed through this place?
Securing.
An efficient path.
What a day.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Obey. Worth a rummage?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Mine too. It senses something down there. Something big.
Need to find a way forward. Here goes nothing.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You take a worried pause. You didn't free the devil Mizora sent Will for. If you walk through the door, he will die. And his soul will be Mizora's eternally.
Prepare. Liberate, evacuate.
Death. Embrace death. Become death. You are the sacred hand that reaches from the grave. You are the lasher of skulls, the carver of crypts, the dancer of bones. Walk in dusk and shadow. Walk the path of bones. In our march. This is his blessing, his consecration. And you, General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers. Lies. I shall present your bones to General Thorm as retribution for what you did to him. Time to strike.
mustn't miss this. Don't linger.
On the move.
This feels good.
You will beg for death long before we grant it.
Where do I go from here? One day, I'll catch a break. All that matters.
A goblet of your blood after you're dead.
No time to waste.
My faith will protect me.
Come on. Can't stay idle. More for me? Don't waste a step. What's inside? What now?
Never wanted the easy path.
The moment comes. The absolute moves.
At the ready. I need a quick word.
We answer.
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All
This
that
must be
remains
where
of
they
the pod
infect and
inhabitant's
transform
former
those they
self.
kidnap.
Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravenguard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply. Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor. Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it. Amusement, curiosity, fascination. You see the streets of Baldur's Gate. The This pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravenguard's search officer, Manet. You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander. The device does not react. Courage, conviction. Ravenguard was here, in this pod not long ago. You remember the shattered windows of Alteral's High Cathedral, the burning black sky of Avernus beyond. In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. Your tadpole form. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape. The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Geich machinery. Cold as the sea of night, alien as time to the astral plane. Avert your eyes, close your mind. Victory awaits.
eliminated.
Let my name be known. Make way. I've got to keep fighting.
I can't even catch my breath.
Excellent.
Victory awaits.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it. I fell short of that mark in Avernus, and even so, it was not so bad as this. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place. Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. I won't risk it happening again. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Another step forward.
Brine pools, but empty of
odd.
tadpoles. Unusual.
Is that Minthara?
Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
No tadpoles in this brine pool.
Action, not reaction. A brine pool, but it's empty. A brine pool, but it's empty.
A long way to go still. A brine pool. Empty, thankfully.
As tadpoles go, this is quite the specimen.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came. Go on and gloat. Bow to your pretend crowd. All done? Good. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing. I'll be damned. You want to free the pup from his pact. And you thought that idiotic display would do it. Oh, bravo. Fine, I'll play your game. But I amend the pact. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearers' fulfillment of related obligation. Now, open the pod.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with illithid symbols. The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Don't take long. They pop a tadpole in me and the hells will take Will for good.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Playtime's over.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command. You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact... Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months until he's free? You little rat.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you. Oh, don't be so hard on him. With his daddy issues and all, he's had a rough go. Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it. Oh, and ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Never wanted the easy path.